Hyrule is a disaster. From its government to its infrastructure, it is worse than most countries on our planet. Welcome to Hyrule, where you get killed as soon as you leave your town by the monsters camping at every corner. But it's not better at home either. Be ready to die a slow and painful death from poisoned water, starvation, drug abuse, or sheer incompetence. After only 6 years, Hyrule has been invaded again, while climate change has destroyed the land. Everyone makes Ganondorf responsible, but no leadership has any plans on how to get out of this crisis. The only hope is a mysterious outsider who will fix the entire country by himself. This extreme religious belief in a savior is non-existent in any modern economy, and is the reason why the inhabitants of Hyrule are so apathetic to how their leaders are ruining their country. Hyrule has large forests, various metals, an enormous variety of foods and spices, and lots of farmland. Also, there are giant technological breakthroughs by the Zonai, including an infinite water supply for agriculture, textile production, and metal processing and manufacturing. And Link can duplicate all of these. How is it even possible that Hyrule is so poor? Why do these people still mine, farm, and hunt by themselves when they can automate all of it? How is it that only Tarrytown, aka the Hudson Construction Company, is wealthy? Rito Village and Zora's Domain have absolute monarchy. Gerudo Town has matriarchal monarchy. And Goron City has tyranny. While absolute power through one individual already screams of disaster, the religious extremism for Princess Zelda is politically used to sustain the status quo. If everyone believes that only Link and Zelda can save Hyrule, then only Link and Zelda can save Hyrule. The inhabitants of Rito Village are hunters and gatherers, and the decline in food due to the extreme cold results in malnutrition and starvation. The leader commands everyone to work harder, but an evacuation is not considered. Rito Village does not publish any population data, so we can't know how many people died, but after the crisis, there are no efforts being made in establishing reliable food sources, farming, or a food storage system. In Goron City, adults are addicted to a highly potent rock substance. Drug use has a big impact on homelessness, crime, abuse, and life expectancy, but conveniently, Goron City does not publish any statistics on it. To make things worse, the leader of Goron City is the biggest advocate for mining more of the substance, but not for export to increase the wealth of the region, but only for local consumption. When Link stops this madness, nobody remembers. Their brains have been damaged so much from eating crack that they don't even understand what happened to them. In Zora's Domain, all fresh water is contaminated by a powerful toxin. But despite having the ability to filter water, only few of the inhabitants are actually doing it, while the king is hiding. Coming to think of it, I don't see toilets or trash bins anywhere. The Zora most likely just throw everything into the river. Sounds like they deserve what's happening to them. Gerudo Town is under constant attack, but the incompetent queen is unaware that the enemies are easily repelled by fire and lightning. And she herself has the ability to rain down lightning strikes. She could easily defend the town by herself. After Link helps all villages, none of the leaders come up with a new plan to protect their citizens in the future, and continue their lives as if nothing happened. In every town, there are stores and travelers offering food, resources and clothing, But most of Hyrule's economy is based on mining, agriculture, and forestry. One outlier is Tarrytown, in which wood is being turned into houses and furniture with a huge profit margin. Tarrytown also combines this with selling property. Basically, it attracts the wealthiest people of Hyrule, and when they build their house in Tarrytown, they are guaranteed to spend even more money with local businesses. It is no wonder why the Hudson Construction Company is spending so much money on advertisement. They are filthy rich. Another outlier is Hateno Village, which has specialized in high-end clothing. And just as Tarrytown, they are rich. Goron City, on the other hand, focuses on mining, but only sells the raw resources instead of processing them further. It misses out on a huge opportunity to become wealthy. The same is true for all blacksmiths of Hyrule, who do not sell finished products, but only process the materials you give them. Worse off are the rest of the towns in which no industry is present. Well, maybe there is, but then only for self-sustaining its own consumption. A service industry is only present as hostels and horse care, and while the stables have a bonus program to compete with the hostels in the city, there aren't coming any tourists from beyond Hyrule in the first place. Hyrule does not import or export into other countries, and taxes do not exist. It makes complete sense, therefore, that there is almost no public infrastructure and no tourism. Roads are dangerous and not maintained, sewage and water infrastructure do not exist, as well as hospitals or law enforcement. Hyrule has immense natural resources, a young workforce, and highly advanced Zonai technology. For it to prosper, it needs a military that banishes the invaders and provides safety for the people. It has to focus on mining and agriculture at large scale. It needs huge investments into road and train infrastructure to allow trade within the region. And it needs to make use of Zonai technology, which can instantly catapult the region into one of the most developed countries on the planet. Needless to say, Hyrule's leadership has to change as well. While Ganondorf's aspiration to kill the incompetent monarchs is a noble cause, Ganondorf seems to have no idea on how to transform the country beyond just killing everyone. If he would address the mismanagement of the leadership publicly, many people would come forward and actually support his cause, but he doesn't. Which makes me think he also ate some of that Goron crack. But maybe I'm being too harsh on the people of Hyrule. I can't complain to the people in the 1950s that they didn't invent the internet or memes yet. At least Hyrule's religion is based on a kind woman who shares her knowledge. And if you think about it, their savior Link is literally their savior. And he is even more than that. He is a god. His Zonai abilities are so far advanced that anyone in Hyrule can only think of them as magic. But Link is just that. Link. All his life, he was a henchman for Princess Zelda. He doesn't have a university degree in economics. Maybe he has no school degree at all. I mean, the guy can't even talk. Link should just cut his losses. It's not like Ganondorf won't invade again in 6 years. And as we already know, Hyrule won't prepare itself for the next time.